Rashad, why you
Anyways,
didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit.
What's up,
Any-
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Welcome back to another edition of the streams and things of that sort. We already had a stream this morning. This is the PM version. Without further ado, this is the road to 10K subs. As always, let's get in. I'm not ready yet. And oh, this wrong one. And I pressed the share button. That's why I stopped. And it wasn't going. And I was like, what's happening? Let's get into it, man. First things first, MacKenzie Scott. MacKenzie Scott, as you guys know, the MacKenzie Scott Foundation, they donated a lot of $1 million to HBCUs this fall, but everything through the MacKenzie Scott Foundation is anonymous. They don't make the announcements. Only the recipients can make the announcements if they choose so. And when they make those announcements, that's when the MacKenzie Scott Foundation puts the donation total on its website and things of that sort. We've talked about Morgan State. I forgot the other HBCU that we talked about in this round of giving. But MacKenzie Scott, for those of you who don't know, is a philanthropist, the former wife of Jeff Bezos. And yeah, as a part of her divorce agreement, she has to give away at least half of her fortune each and every single year. She's chosen to go the philanthropy route specifically and with HBCUs and giving back to HBCUs. So this is her latest thing of doing it. It's an $80 million gift to Howard University, marking one of the school's largest donations in its 158-year history. Now, if you know me, if you truly know me, you know I have a connection to Howard, a true special connection to Howard. First of all, shouts out to my brother Phil Lewis for posting this story. Shout out to the Huffington Post. Shout out to all my people up in D.C. Speaking of my people in D.C., this person used to live in D.C. because they used to go to Howard. And how do I know this person? Well, because they are my little sister. Everybody, I'm bringing up my little sister, Jada Milligan. Jada, hey! How you feeling, man? How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good.
That's
Blessed
good.
and highly favored.
I was moving so much, my banner came down. I told him if I get the 10K subs, I'll get some tape from Walmart and I'll just tape it to the wall. But we got to do, things right now. So, we're all independent funded right now and things of that sort. So any sponsors, any tape sponsors want to. But yeah, man, it's good seeing you again. I haven't seen my sister in a couple weeks. So it's good seeing you and bringing you on here. I guess just first things first, before I even read the story, just how do you feel about this gift, $80 million to Howard University, your alum?
I do think it's amazing. Of course, any money towards the school and its infrastructure and the students' experience as a whole, it's welcomed. When I went to Howard, like one of the female dorms was completely under construction. We were moving in. There were like 3 in a double. So anything that goes towards students not having to make things shake themselves, I'm all for.
And, just even kind of going alongside of that, what do you think about MacKenzie Scott? Just even the brief kind of overview I gave of her being Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, kind of one of the richest people on earth. And like she got her fair chunk in the divorce, but he was like, no, you're going to have to give up some of this money every year. And she decided to take it to HBCUs. What do you think is kind of like the importance of giving back, first of all, for the haves to give back? And, just what does it mean for HBCUs, like Black students around America, to kind of bridge the gap of the inequality and everything like that?
I actually think this is really amazing. This is my first time hearing of MacKenzie. And so the stipulation of having to give away like half of your wealth each year, I actually think that's really interesting and something to consider maybe in the future. But I think it's amazing because even Howard has a motto of truth and service. So being able to provide and give back to those who need that assistance in any regards, way, shape, or form, but also understanding that, especially now with like government shutdown and so many things on the horizon potentially, thing, things are needed to be put in place. And sometimes you can't rely on the government or like your usual donators. You always need those extra resources. So yeah, I think this is really amazing, and I really appreciate that she's giving to HBCUs because sometimes that is kind of like not an underserved market, but oftentimes I know something that we address as graduates of HBCUs is that sometimes alumni don't go back or they don't go back as often. And so I do think it's important for alumni and those outside of that graduate circle to be able to see that this is a need in this space.
No, no, 100%, 100%. And now I guess we can get into the story and things of that sort. So, MacKenzie Scott or MacKenzie Scott gives $80 million to Howard University. Another thing I want to say about this is I believe her donation to Morgan State was like $50 million, and that was the largest in school history. And the other one, the other school, I don't know if it was Miles College or I have to see. It's probably in the story this round around. It was like 30 million, and that was like the largest single donation in that school's history. It's so one thing is kind of like the petty thing of like, wow, Howard, one of the largest, 80 million. It's like, so someone's donated more than that, because you guys are like the Mecca and everything like that, one of the larger HBCUs. But I think this also like it shines an important light on making sure you give to all the HBCUs and all the HBCUs get love and support and public, because it's easy, even within how kind of marginalized HBCUs are to give the attention to Spell House, to give the attention to North Carolina A&T, Howard University. But like, what about a Miles College? What about a even at Alabama State? But Alabama State, Jackson State. Jackson State is kind of up there as well in terms of like the most known HBCUs because of their history and everything like that. And then in recent years with Coach Prime over there and stuff. Alcorn State, Prairie View, Texas Southern, but some of the smaller HBCUs as well that don't have Division I football teams and everything like that. I think it's always important to do that, but it's always good to still not in the same way avoid the larger HBCUs and the big name HBCUs, because even those, as my sister just said, need help as well. So I mean, I don't know. It's all over the place, lots of things.
This
is written by go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I said most definitely. I was agreeing with you.
Yes. This is written by Sydney Lake, the associate editor from The Fortune. Shouts out to The Fortune. And here we go. Billionaire philanthropist MacKenzie Scott has been on a roll in the past few weeks. She's made several multi-million-dollar donations to DEI and disaster relief causes. And on Sunday, Howard University announced that Scott, who is worth an estimated $36.6 billion, 35.6 billion schmackaroos, had donated $80 million to the historically Black school. As is Scott style, the gift is unrestricted, meaning the university can use the resources as it chooses. Of the $80 million, $63 million will go to Howard University. $17 million will go to the school's College of Medicine. This marks the one of the largest single donations in Howard's 158-year history. Quote unquote, this historic investment will not only help maintain our current momentum, but will help support essential student aid, advance infrastructure improvements, and build a reserve fund to further sustain operational continuity, student success, academic excellence, and research innovation. Wayne A.I. Frederick, Howard interim president and president emeritus, said in a statement, Howard University says the gift comes at a quote unquote opportune time, as the federal government shutdown has delayed annual federal appropriations that the school receives to support student success, academic programming, research, and university and Howard University hospital operations. Owing to the shutdown that started on October 1st, new grant awards from the Department of Education have been halted. Nearly 95% of non-student age staff were furloughed, leaving only essential staff to keep working. Wow. Key programs like the HBCU Capital Financing Program, which offers renovation and construction loan subsidies are now left in limbo. It's particularly unfortunate timing considering the Education Department announced in September that a $495 million increase for HBCUs and tribally controlled colleges and universities, TCCUs, for the fiscal year 2025. At the same time, however, education experts say this action is hard to reconcile with the Trump administration's desire to dissolve DOE, the Department of Education. If the Trump administration, quote unquote, actually cared about HBCUs and tribal colleges, then you would not see such a big attack on other sectors of higher education. Mike Ho Nguyen, an associate professor of education at UCLA, recently told the American Prospect, McKenzie's DEI dedication, Scott's gift to Howard builds upon the other DEI-focused donations. She donated $42 million to 10,000 Degrees, a Bay Area nonprofit focused on expanding college access for low-income and largely non-white students, alongside her eight-figure commitments to Native student scholars and HBCU endowments through the United Negro College Fund, the UNCF. In September, she made a $70 million UNCF donation as a part of a campaign to bolster pool endowments across 37 HBCUs, a strategy designed to increase revenue streams and narrow historical wealth and funding gaps. In October, the African American Cultural Heritage Action Fund announced a $40 million gift from Scott, twice the size from her previous donation to the organization in 2021, representing 20% of the fundraising so far. Scott emphasizes, though, that while the dollar amounts are high, they don't fully represent their level of impact. When my next cycle of gifts is posted to my database online, the dollar will likely be reported in the news, she wrote in an October 15th essay on our organization's Yield Given site, quote unquote, but any dollar amount is vanishingly tiny fraction of the personal expressions of care being shared into the world this year, quote unquote. The potential of a peaceful, non-transactional contribution has long been underestimated, often on the basis that it's not financially self-sustaining or that some of its benefits are too hard to track, she continued, quote unquote. But what if these imagined liabilities are actually assets? Wow. I want to see this essay.
Like that.
Yeah. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. And this is the essay. Let me see how long it is. Oh, wow. She did like a poem. Oh, no. She's quoting a poem. You have been telling people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back and tell people that this is the hour. There are things to be considered. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in the right relation? Where's your water? Know your garden. It is time for your truth. Create your community. Be good to one another. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. You know, I gave to someone's like a friend's thing that they were doing, a fundraiser. And I did it anonymously. And they like hit me up today and they were like, hey, what's your address? I want to send you a thank you note for donating. I said, I thought I did that like anonymously. And they said, oh, I had a good feeling it was you. And I was like, boy, your people know you, boy. I tell you that, like, people know you. They know you, man. You know what I'm saying? This is very impressive. You know, I'll let you get to it in a second, Jay, because I know you wanted to say something about this too. But this is extremely impressive because a lot of billionaires and rich like men's wives, they're just kind of like just rich men's wives. You know, like they like might be pretty arm candy or something like that, and they don't have much more to offer to said billionaire or millionaire or successful businessman. So to see her like think this intelligently, the fact that we skipped through the essay, you know, this part of the essay was in the bottom of the story and it was impressive. And you said you liked it. And then we scanned through the full essay and it had a little poem part that asked like such deep questions. Where's your water? Where's your garden? How are you, tending to the garden and things of that sort? I guess, just this is your introduction to MacKenzie Scott. What is your initial kind of reaction to just her as a person?
My initial reaction is that she is a very thoughtful and intentional person. Just based on what we've read about her, she very much so like has a plan for her money. Basically, she has either done the research, she has either lived in an experience, has a friend, lived it herself, in whatever regard or shape or form that has influenced her to be able to say, hey, this is a need and this is how I'm going to help. And also just seeing like giving to different funds and organizations that help spread the money. So of course, yes, she's given to Howard and Morgan, but also at the same time, she's given to other schools. And just like, as they said, it's not stated just because they haven't reported it. And so even to that regard, not being like, oh, I'm giving to. She's very much so, I feel like a humble person, and just willing to try to make an impact. And I feel like she probably also educates people in the process of whatever like her platform is, of how and why and what others can do to help, even if they can't give $80 million. But she probably provides resources on, you can do this, etc. That's definitely what I am getting. I hope I'm right, but
No, 100%. I think it's extremely like impressive. I'm about to stop the share screen, so it's gonna be us kind of like large in a second. I just wanted to let you know, give you a heads up.
okay.
I think it's very like impressive, like in a time of where we live in an era where everybody's just so bloodthirsty. Well, I wouldn't even say people are bloodthirsty. I think the way that kind of modern society is, like in this generation, is set up for you to be bloodthirsty, kind of bloodhounds, like yo, me, everything like that.
Mhm.
Like I saw something with a manager of well, I'll just say it. I'll just say it. I saw Angel Reese's manager today, right, on social media, and her manager's white, but it's like her profile picture was like her family, her husband and her child. Her husband is a black man,
Mhm.
and then like the header is her child. And I felt like a part of me, like when I saw that, my friend, shout out Chris, he when I kind of like shared my reaction to it, he was like, I feel like a bit of this is you projecting. But like I felt like when I saw it, I was like, it kind of came across as she wanted to prove to people, who saw like, why Angel Reese got a white girl as her manager. Like she wanted to prove to people like I'm one of the kind of quote unquote good ones. Like she went out of
Mm.
her way to show that. And I feel like the way that social media and everything is set up now, it's like, a lot of people can kind of be trained to like prove something to somebody. Like I remember even just doing this on a daily basis, the streams and stuff. Sometimes when I'm reading, I might, stutter or something, or like I might be on stream for an hour and a half after a whole day of work. And like it might just not be the most smooth on air reading. And people in the comments, oh, read them, read them. And like, you will want to naturally come back and just like prove your intelligence that you can read
Mm.
and this and that and everything. And I'm gonna show them and I can read. Like I graduated college, you like that. That's like your natural instinct to want to prove to them. And it's because I think that's just how this thing is designed for us to do that. So I feel MacKenzie to have that type of, like you said, humbleness and kind of approach to life and everything like that, especially in a time like now that is so internet and digital centric, that is like awards people for centering and prioritizing themselves. I think is very admirable. And like you said, the headline here is MacKenzie Scott donates $80 million to Howard after she donated 30 million or 40 million to Morgan State.
Mm.
But the deeper and overall picture here is look at this humble billionaire at a time where billionaires are not associated with good people, and at a time where people in general aren't encouraged to not center themselves.
Yeah. I I want to ask about the Instagram with the manager. So I feel like her putting her family up there shows what is her center, you know? So I think that's an interesting perspective of like, oh, you see her as like proving herself. But I think it might be an influence of the people who are like, why does Angel Reese have a white manager? And so it's
That's
like,
exactly what I'm saying.
yeah, no, but I'm saying, but that I think that's influenced your perspective to be like, oh, that's the only reason she puts it up there. But she could really just love her family. Sometimes people are like, I want to make sure people know in general that I'm family forward, like I'm family first and I care about my family.
I also feel like I'm jaded from being in the industry. Like it's like people who work certain positions, they are so conscientious about branding and every single like, why did you post this like this? Because to me, in my head, this is how like I want to believe that it's just an innocent thing of I love my family so much. I want to believe it's just that, but I do think it's something beyond the surface because it's like here's what I would see as like a I love my family. I'm showing off my family. You just posting a post of your family. Happy holidays from my family to yours. Happy Father's Day to my husband. Happy happy National Son's Day to my son. That is you just posting your family. I love my family, this and that. Or we had a great Sunday at the fair. We did this a movie night at the house. That looks like family posts. When you make your family picture, your profile picture, I think that is a deliberate choice to show people when they look and they see, oh, that's Angel Reese manager. She white. They click on the page. No, I want you to see first thing. I don't even want you to look through my top picture, my pin post. I want you to see on my profile picture, I got a black husband and a black son. That's how I feel seen. I mean, but that, like I said, I'm jaded. Just I see and I know how people in the industry move generally. That's me generalizing it and inferring it based off of past experiences. My mind might just be
there's
corrupted.
definitely merit to what you just said. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like social media has kind of like changed a lot of people's minds who spend a lot of time on social media. I spend a lot of time on social media to stream, to do YouTube, to do all of this stuff, and to do my day job and stuff like that, just in regular media. So I definitely have found myself, and I'll probably still do a whole lot of other things that I'm just like not even conscious of, simply because I'm on social media.
Yeah. I agree with that sentiment. Because it's just habitual at that point.
Exactly. You see, so the fact that she can be this type of person, especially because it's like beyond just like being a billionaire and have been married to Jeff Bezos and everything like that. You have to think of it like they had a divorce and she got half of the money. When you hear that a woman divorces a billionaire or a highly successful man and she goes for half of the money, the usual things that come to mind when you don't know the people are, oh, this lady is, just using the man. She took advantage of the situation. She's trying to dry him for whatever he has, and saying, like, it's, what I'm saying? It's kind of like she's selfish. So for her to do this, I feel like is an extreme way to show like, I'm in no way selfish. And I'm not just throwing my name on some donations. She's giving us this, and she's doing the donations without, hold on. She's doing the donations with even out answering them. You have to go to her website to find out and everything like that just to find out about them. I think that says a lot about her character.
No, definitely.
All right, Jay. I wanted to let me see. Because I felt like we already had the second conversation. Like I wanted to ask you about like my small group tonight and everything like that and things of that sort.
I did have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you elaborate on what small group is? I'm
Yes,
assuming, but you know,
yes. Small group is just Bible study, but
that's what
with
I
a
thought.
specific small group of people. So it's like our group is like the demographic is just young men, and we're all like, I think the youngest person in the group might be like 26, 27 or something like that. So all between like the ages of like 26, 31, and most of us are, because I think there's probably an older person in the group that shows up every now and again. But yeah,
Mm.
and then we meet on Mondays over virtually and stuff like that. And then we usually just it's usually just fellowship and stuff like that. But some weeks it is heavy in the word, someone has
Mm.
a thing already planned, a passage already planned, and we speak about the passage and go around asking round table questions about like what did we get from this verse and how can we implement that into life? How can we get better? Then pray out anything you need prayer for. And that's that. We do that a couple hours every Monday night.
That's nice. I love that.
Yes, yes. We've been doing it they started it over like quarantine. And
Mm.
it's like one of the dudes in the group, like kind of the founding members, I went to high school with them. So that he invited me
Mm.
out. And yeah, it's probably about 5, 6, 7 people on a call every week. And yeah. So nice fellowship every week. And then I have my community here on YouTube with at Find Me in a Secret Place. Shouts out to Leah Renee. I was about to say her government, but shouts out to Aaliyah Renee. She does that. She does like 2 videos every week, but then
Mm.
on Saturday she does a live stream Bible study. And so like through the chat we built community there, and then she created a Discord, so we're all in the Discord as well. And they have a whole Bible
Nice.
study in the Discord, so it's a lot. It's a deep world if you go all the way in there. So
Mm.
yeah, shouts out to my community. So keep me rooted. But yeah, man. I guess yeah. So one of the things from small group today, they were asking how have we fed others spiritually and stuff like that. And I
Mm.
said, uh, I named a bunch of things of like how I fed other people spiritually. But one of the things too, I said on a practical level, I was saying was being transparent publicly on my channel and everything like that, and just in general of my journey with sobriety. And just speaking about that and everything and stuff like that. She looked not in the way of struggling with alcoholism or weed or anything like that. Because as you know, like I've never touched that. But like
Yeah.
the different struggles, the different struggles and everything like that. If you
Oh,
pick up
okay.
what
I
I'm
got
putting
you.
down.
Got you.
Yeah, see, yeah, yeah. I had to say that, yeah, yeah. So being open about that, like online and stuff like that, and then just talking to my friends and normalizing it and stuff like that. A lot of, or at least one person was like, yo, you guys talking about your journeys and sobriety journeys is like kind of made me want to like look at myself in the mirror and this and that. Praise God. So it was like, yeah, man. I wanted to ask you about that, like of just how do you feel? What do you think the power of testimony is, and kind of like a being free from anything, any hook, any bad habits or stuff like that, any addictions.
I think the power of testimony is like astronomical. And I say that in the sense of I was having a conversation with a friend maybe like 2 days ago. And he's like kind of like a mentor. And I was asking him because I just gone to a Halloween party. I don't celebrate Halloween, but I'm trying my best to get into this space of understanding like just because I don't celebrate something or just because I'm not into something doesn't mean I have to cut myself off from said people who are into it, right? Because Jesus went where everyone was. And going into the party and having conversations with friends that I haven't like completely kept up with and seeing like, oh, I want to better communicate with them, but I'm growing in my communication skills currently. Um, and so I was asking him, because he does a very good job of caring, I guess, in the sense of the word, of like hearing something from someone and then asking deeper questions of, oh, why do you do? Maybe you might feel this way or something like that. And for me, sometimes people will tell me something and I'm like lost. I'm like, I'm listening to you. I hear you. And then my response will be, okay, thank you for sharing. But that's not that's not an exchange. And in talking to him, I was going in this roundabout circle because he was trying to get to the bottom of like where my need to communicate was coming from. He was saying like, do you think it's wanting a God complex of trying to help people solve their problems? Or is it coming from an empathetic viewpoint? Or are you just trying to like check off a box? Like, where are you coming from in all of this? And eventually though, I was telling him how I'm trying to pray more and be more consistent with it, and needing to have a better relationship with God, and how I've been convicted about not having respect for God, if you will, in the sense of making a dedicated space to like talk to him. And not that that's needed, but for me, it was a conviction, because I was like, oh, I'm praying in my bed and there's clothes on my bed, XYZ, XYZ. And then maybe like 20 minutes later into our conversation, I tell him, oh, okay, no, I was convicted about, this is about to be crazy, little Jeff. Just calm down, okay? I was convicted about not having respect for God because I wanted to practice being able to like wait for a man, like
I was,
in a submissive.
I was about to say, oh no, let me get the belt right now. I said, I'm about to
And
say,
like,
oh no, let me get the belt right now.
okay, wait for a man like in a submissive way. But then I was convicted about it because God was like, oh, you can't even kneel and pray to me for 5 minutes, like consistently.
Ooh.
And he was like, oh, because originally when I told him, oh, I'm praying in my bed and there's clothes, he wasn't understanding where my heart was
What you
coming
were saying,
from.
you were trying to say like you aren't kneeling down at the bed, like the physical act of kneeling down at the bed, like showing the surrender and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's what you were trying to tell him, and then he was just listening to like, oh, you talking about a messy bed?
Exactly. But because I wasn't being transparent, like you just said, I wasn't talking about my actual experiences. I was like just hovering over the surface. I wasn't able to fully communicate. And long story short, with like that revelation in itself, help understanding that testimonies of, oh, like even your convictions and how you're like working through that, but being kind of detailed in it really helps people just be able to relate. But that's also how you have conversations in general, because there were instances when I was having conversations at the party where I could relate, but I really do try to let people finish talking. So sometimes like I'll relate and then I'll forget that I related, or I just won't like feel the need to share it because there's that, oh, I don't want to make it about me thing. But that is how you have that conversation. You're like, oh, you're going through this. I had something similar. This was my thought process. Or just, I feel you, girl. That was wild. But
I
being
think
willing to
there
be
is a
transparent.
difference of like there's the creating space for people to vent, and just like because sometimes people just feel like they don't have anyone to, or any space, it's safe space to tell this particular thing, like you said, like, and even in this story, right, like people just saw it in real time of like you being hesitant to open up about what exactly you said because you're talking to your older brother, and it's like some of the things that you might not be exactly comfortable to just tell me and talk to me about immediately is something like with your homegirl that you might be like, you know, so and so. So it's like, you know, to your homegirl while you're telling her, you don't want her to be like, oh yeah, girl, I remember the so in the middle. And you're like, I just needed to say this.
Yes. Yeah. No, and that's definitely the space that I'm into. And like God has been giving me like friends and people to make connections with. And so I remember one time I opened up to one of my girlfriends about like something that I'd gone through and my growth from that. And then recently she opened up to me about something that she's currently going through. And I was like, wow, thank you so much for just sharing this with me. Because she said, I just wanted to say that. Like it just came out of nowhere. And I was like, thank you for sharing that with me. And, you know, it's okay type of thing. Like just being in that moment and acknowledging of whatever's going on. So I think the power of testimony is really good. Even when you haven't, I guess, like felt like it's been overcome, I think there's testimony even in the being able to acknowledge your process and being in it and wanting to continue through it. So, yes.
100%. It's like because the reason why I even brought that up to you on stream in particular is because like I remember one time we had you kind of called like a family meeting, and you were just like
yes.
outright about the things in the family and like what you believe were like family curses and things of that sort. I was like, wow, I've never heard like these things being brought up like in front of everybody, so just upfront and uncut and uncensored and everything. But I felt like that was a very powerful and kind of like, all right, all this stuff's on the table. There's nothing hidden. Let's talk about it. Let's work from here instead of just being so vague all the time. Because I feel like, especially us as a family, that, you know, growing up, going to church together, everything like that, and then, you know, bringing in Kenya and our nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Like, it's, I don't know, it's very easy to keep things cute. And, you know, so I think the power of testimony is showing like the reality of like everything in cute. And I think once you get past that everything is cute and you get to the real, comes real progress. So I don't know. I appreciated that from you. And I don't know. I guess I really just wanted to express my gratitude for you for that in the midst of this. Yeah. So thank you.
No, glory to God, because look, the way I was keeping it under lock and key.
and having my little sister as a vessel, man, of teaching me.
Oh, thank you. I've learned so much from you too. Yeah, thanks, family.
Yes. All right, Jay. Let the people know where they can find you, everything like that. Or whatever you want to plug, even if you don't want to plug your personal Instagram, just like what do you want to plug right now?
Yes. You can find me when you find me. I'm joking. Things to come. I'm working on that, praying about that now. Getting back into podcasting and such things. So as of now, you can go to Creating a Village podcast. And you can check out some of those past episodes. I did a podcast about 2 years ago now, I feel. It was 2023, so 2 years ago. There's 32 episodes of that. Creating a Village is about speaking with people and learning about different...
Jada, look, hold on.
Wow, I didn't have that many subscribers when I started.
No, but you know why my jaw was dropped and everything?
Why?
I could have promised I would subscribe to you.
Oh, it's okay.
I know I might be the worst brother ever in the history of brothers.
Not at all.
Because I pulled it up and I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I knew I was subscribed to you because I watched the episodes.
It's okay. Hold on. This might be a different account. You know, sometimes we have different accounts.
Was there one that was just CAV? Nope. She said that was this one. I just wasn't.
I mean, I could have switched things over. No, I do remember switching over my YouTube channel.
Jeez Louise. All right, guys. Well, I just exposed myself as a terrible. Like we just gave each other flowers.
No,
I pulled up the pod, and I'm not even sub to the pod. Oh.
You just subscribed. See, it's all in due time.
No,
it's to alert you of the upcoming.
I should have been in the top 5 subscribers, like the first 5 subscribers. That's ridiculous.
Hello. It's
But
okay.
yes, creating a village. This is the page. Everybody subscribe. I'm gonna post the link in the description and things of that sort. Subscribe. She hasn't posted in a year, but she says she's gonna post again. Yeah, she ain't posting a year, but she says she about to post again. So she said, stay tuned, everything like that. And yeah, you guys hear, like my little sister, she has a lot of wisdom and things of that sort. Howard graduate, HBCU, educated and things of that sort. Is there anything else, Jada, that you want to say before you get off?
Just make sure to keep creating a village wherever you go.
Keep creating a village wherever you go. Creating a village out right now. Make sure you subscribe and catch all the old episodes, and make sure you support the new season once it drops. Things of that sort. Jada, I appreciate the time, and I will
Thank
see
you for the invitation.
Yes, no problem. I was like, Howard, I want my little sister up here. So
Thank you for thinking.
I will see you Thanksgiving week.
Yes. I will talk to you offline.
Okay. We will talk offline then. All right,
Yes.
Jada Milligan, everybody. Hey.
Bye.
All right, over. A bientôt.
I'll be the same.
Oh, you want me to remove you?
Oh,
no. I wasn't rushing you off. I was asking you, like I didn't know if you were like, how do I do this? I don't know what to do. Like, I didn't want it to be one of those situations.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to like.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. I'm removing you from the stage now. My sister Jada Milligan. Hey, third time we logging up. Hey. Ooh. Hey, man. W little sister, bro. W little sister, man. Jada. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can. All right, I'm about to kick you out, Jay. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. Okay. I'm about to charge my laptop, and then we'll get to the rest of the stream, man. W little sis, man, for sure. Shout out Lareezy doing his thing on tour, man. Learning from one of the great MCs on this planet, Lil Sims. Watching a real master at work and things of that sort. I'm proud of Lareezy. Happy birthday to Flaw J. She turned 22 today. I guess I'll do that. I didn't even have that planned for the stream, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about Flaw J, man. Y'all saw I brought my real little sister on and things of that sort. Now I want to speak about one of the little homies that I'm ever so proud of and things of that nature, man. For sure. Let me charge this up. Hold on. All right, bet. I was rushing because I told my little sister like a particular time, and things were running overtime. And usually when I stream by myself, it's no problem. Just do the stream later. But in this case, I had someone actually waiting for me, so I didn't want them to be waiting for me too long, especially my own little sister. It was her first time. I want her to come back on if I need her to come back on and things of that sort. So with that being said, let's get into the next thing. Let me see. I'm gonna try to draw this. Let me see if I could draw it. Give me a second here. If I go like this, see if I could draw it. We're doing this on the spot. Real life. My life. And the sunshine. Rest in peace, Roy Ayers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Earl Sweatshirt, who had the Roy Ayers shout out in his latest album and things of that nature. Okay, let's see. Okay, bet. Okay. Let me pull back up this tab. Get this right. Real live producing, man. Real live producing. In the flesh producing. Because I got to do this, man. Real quick shout out. Very important people, man. All right, let me see how I do this. All right, bet. Okay, I need to still adjust this a little bit. Let's see how I get this thing feel. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. All right, bet. There it is right there. And then she right here. If I could figure this out. I'm trying to get you right, fo. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, bet. Just gonna do it like that. All right, man. Flage, happy birthday to Flage. Happy 22nd birthday to Flage. The first time I met Flage. So I tell this story a lot, but I'll tell it again. And this is in our first interview as well, too. You can see that if you want to go back through the channel and stuff like that. My first interview with Flage, how I even came about Flage, I was just going through Hoop Girls, ESPN rankings and stuff like that. They call it like ESPN Next now, just like how they do for the boys. And I was just going through it to see who was up there. I always look for the kids in Georgia and stuff like that in the nearby areas because I was living in Georgia at the time. And of course, I'm from Georgia. So I think about Flage was like 35 and she went to Sprayberry. Sprayberry is in the county that I'm from, which is Cobb County. Mob County. And, it's Marietta, but it's the other side of Marietta. So it's not Marietta. It's Marietta. It's the other side. It's East Cobb and things of that sort. So it's kind of far from my hometown and definitely far from where my mom lives now and stuff like that. But where I was living at the time, where was I living at the time? I think I was living, I don't know who I was living with at the time. But I was working in the city, and it was a long trip from the office and stuff like that to the games, which I said in the videos. But okay, back on track. So, I'm like, oh, this kid goes to Sprayberry. Oh, bet. I'm gonna check him out. Do some original content. Because at the time, I was doing a lot of reactions to the prospects, top prospects in the country and everything like that. But, they would just get taken down, copywritten because, like YouTube tells you when someone's using your content. And with a lot of the people, like the grassroots people, especially when they see that you're using their content, oh, man, they're going to flag you, take you down, and copyright strike you, everything like that. You get 3 strikes on your channel. So I had about 2 strikes. I had 1 strike from a high school reaction I did. It was from the big that's now on the Los Angeles Sparks that went to that went to South Carolina, Sanaya Fagan. I got copywritten a strike for that. And then I got a strike from Fox Sports 1 for doing a Paige Baker's reaction at UConn. So I'm already at, 2 strikes and everything. So I'm looking to do more original. And then plus I just like mixing it up and doing cool stuff on the channel and everything like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, saying check out this kid, things of that sort. So I look up Flage and I see pictures of her in high school hooping, doing her thing. But then I also see pictures of a younger girl with braces, like a chubbier face, like backwards hat on America's Got Talent stage. And I see that same little girl on like the set of different other reality shows, which turns out to be the Rap Game. And I'm like, she looks just like this basketball player. And I'm like, there's no way that this rapper from America's Got Talent and the reality show, the Rap Game, is like the same person as this highly rated basketball player. There's no way that she did both like before the age of 18 was that successful on that large of a level. And like, I've never heard of her. Like I haven't heard of her before. So I'm looking into it and I'm like, yo, this is a story. Like it was like, I felt like it just wasn't told, what I'm saying? The bridge of like her basketball on a deeper level. Like, Flage been popping music since she was a baby, since she was a jit. And just being born Camouflage's daughter. Flage been known as a rapper, right? But the story of Flage being not just a basketball player or a basketball star or a local basketball star or whatever, but being the basketball star, being a 5-star recruit, one of the top prospects in the country, going to one of the top programs ever, playing for Kim Mulkey, one of the top coaches of all time, a Hall of Fame coach and things of that sort. That's a story, bro. And I'm like, people ain't really telling it. I feel like as much as they should be telling it, that this is the same person. Y'all know I'm like a sucker for multi-hyphenates. Like I gave a whole 30, 40-minute thing on my channel when it was Donald Glover's birthday. Like, I love having this because I feel like I identify with everything like that as a whole nother side note, right? Still going on tangents and things of that sort. But I just love people who aren't boxed in, bro, because it's like, who told you to be boxed in? Society told you that you can be a basketball player. You a basketball player, so you're gonna be a basketball player. You a so and so you're gonna be a song. You a rapper, so you're gonna be a rapper. All of those things. So for her to be doing that and chasing all of her dreams, but not only doing that, but doing it at an elite level at such a young age, bro, I was like, I don't know. I was so amazed and impressed by it. And I felt like the story was being undertold on the national level and things of that sort. So I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I was gatekeeping. I was like, I'm gonna keep this story under wraps. I'm gonna keep it under wraps and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell the story. So I reached out to her mom immediately because in her Instagram bio, Flajay's Instagram bio, she had her mom's Instagram there. She's like, for any inquiries, Kim Brooks. So Kia Brooks, excuse me. So I reached out to Miss Kia on Instagram, and she was like, actually, we have a Martin Luther King Jr. event tomorrow. You know, come pull up. It's in like I think it was on East Side or something like that. I can't remember where it was. It slips my mind. So it was about a 40-minute drive or something like that. It was a little drive. So I made the drive. I went out there, set up the interview. She was leaving at the time I came in. It was MLK Day, so I was taking my time getting there. I said, hey, we gonna do the interview. She said, oh, okay. All right, give me a second. She ran to the car and whatnot. And she came back in like shades, a whole hat, a whole thing, you know what I'm saying? She was like, all right, I'm ready now. Like, I was like, yo, this kid is like about her business off top. I was talking to her stepdad, Amin. Shout out Amin. Man, whole family cool. They all cool people, bro. And Amin had the kid and stuff like that, I think, with them, a kid with them, his son. So, you know, I sit down with Flajay and I ask her just like basic questions, but I'm asking her what she wants to do. And, you know, like a lot of athletes, you know, they say, well, you know, I just want to, wherever basketball takes me as far as it can, or they might be like, you know, I just want to serve God and this, and, you know, that's a great answer. Praise Jesus, things like that. But she was like, I want to grow multiple businesses. I really want to get into real estate. I really want to start growing my investment portfolio. She was 18. She was 18 at the time. And I was like, yo, like, you know, I was saying some of the stuff at 18, but that was because my dad was in real estate. So it was like, it was the stuff that he was like just preaching to us and stuff. But like, I was like, man, she's a successful 18-year-old that's already made money off of rapping and stuff like that, has her following and clout and things of that nature. So I was just like really shocked. And then when she rapped, she really rapped. Like, it wasn't no like, and I'm getting this cash and I'm getting this money and I'm shaking, hey, and these girls, they jelly. Like it wasn't like, it was like she was rapping. And I'm ready how I'm supposed to lose. And I see my grandma, how am I supposed to choose? And I gotta keep it on this plot. But I made some food because the kids, they want it. I'm like, yo, like you was rapping. She said, yeah, I'm a rapper. Yeah, for real. From that point on, she had a friend in me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She had a fan in me. I was sold. Thing one, a interview one. So then, you know, I'm just talking to me, making small talk or whatever before I leave. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the game. Like, I want to see her play, you know, everything like that. I always want to see 5 stars play. I think it's cool to watch them play in high school. He said, yeah, for sure. Like, you can come to the games, but you know, he said the game you really need to come to is Kel. He said the Kel game, that's their rival. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the one. They're gonna be turned for that one. They this and that. I said, okay, bet. So I went to the game like the next week, and that was the Kennesaw Mountain game. And that's like kind of like a famous video on my channel. At that game, I never even said this part. I was in the car and I was like, yo, I came to watch the kid, man. Flo J. Is it Flo J or Flajay? And I went home to give you guys context, bro. I covered Zion in high school, bro, for McDonald's. And of course, I seen his kid highlights, you know, all on the thing, but I just seen his name spelled out. I never heard people say it because, you know, Ball is Life and everything like that. Like the highlight clips are just like kind of, the raw gym, the buzzer beating, the bounce on the ball and stuff like, it's not an announcer over the highlights. So I never heard this man's name said out loud and pronounced. So I'm doing a stand up after the dunk contest, and a man from I think it was like Overtime or Ball of Life or Slam, one of the 3 outlets. He's like watching me record or whatever, or he's recording me himself because we couldn't have tripods there. So he said start over. I said Zion Williamson showed what he's all about. He said start over. His name's pronounced Zion. You're gonna sound like you don't know what you're talking about. So with that Flage thing, that moment immediately went to my head when I went back home to edit it. I looked up how to pronounce Flage, and just to make sure, and I was like, I knew I pronounced it wrong. So I never said that on camera, but like 4 or 5 years later, what the heck? She's one of the biggest. Everybody knows her name now. The biggest foe. I'm gonna say it. So I cut that part out, and I was just like, yo, she passed the ball, like her passing ability is crazy, and her range is, she set the school record for 3-pointers in the game. And then she won homecoming queen, like winter queen. Like, it was just like a perfect introduction to who Flage was at Sprayberry. Like, she was Sprayberry athletics. Like, and she was just dominating the game. It was too easy for her. She was like the tallest person on the court, behind the back, no look passes. She playing like with a flair, shooting threes from wherever, shoot the 3, turn around, pull up from the logo just because she got bored and they up by 50. Like, the stuff she was doing was crazy, and head and shoulders above everybody. It was pretty much what you would want to see from a 5-star prospect in a high school setting, at a public high school setting. So I'm like, okay, she lived up to the hype. But winning the winter queen after that, I didn't even know winter homecoming was a thing, but apparently it is at Sprayberry, and Flage won it. And by this point, I moved to get a better view of what was going on, the festivities, and I think I think I was trying to get to Amin and say what's up to him or whatever, but it didn't happen. So whatever the case, right? So I move, and I'm in front of some parents, and the parents are parents of other players, and they're like, man, that girl knew she was going to get it. I don't know why she acting so surprised, because she was jumping up and down when they announced her and stuff. And they were like, yeah, she get everything, of course. And I was just like, bro, what do you expect, bro? Like, you got a national celebrity on a high school basketball team and a public school, everything. Like, why would she not get everything? She needed her flowers, and she worked hard. Like her mom say, like, parents might complain that Flage get all this attention. Flage worked harder than everybody else. That's the main thing with Flage, bro, that I want people to understand, and how she's even, inspired me to keep foot on necks and don't let up. Like, her work ethic is, I thought I was working hard at 22, at 21, to give you guys kind of a behind the scenes of how I was at 21, especially I give you a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So say Thursday for my internship, or Thursday, I might just be at Georgia State. Thursday, Georgia State, after a day of classes, go cover a game, press conference, edit the highlights, edit a little stand-up package reel, whatever the case might be, put it out, upload it. Then I will write the story for the newspaper, because I was the sports editor of the newspaper. So if our men's basketball beat reporter, Dimitri, if he wasn't there, if he wasn't able to do it, then, sports editor, everything come on the sports editor if you aren't there. So I learned a lot about leadership and sports editing and everything, being an editor at that time in college. So then I'll do the video, edit the video, then I write the story for the student newspaper. Okay, that's nighttime. Then get home, I have to write a story a night for my internship. So that's 5 stories a week for Rolling Out. My internship was at Rolling Out. So I write the story, and then I find something to write about. I pitch it until I get approved. And then I go online and I just kind of write it. Procrastinate a lot of times, be 200-300 words, but it'll feel like an essay some nights because I'll be so tired from the day. And then I finish probably around 2-3 a.m. And then I'll write in my notebook on my calendar, the Stuart Scott internship is mine in Jesus' name. Stuart Scott internship. When Stuart Scott passed away, rest in peace to Stuart Scott, first of all. He had his family, they left behind a scholarship, an internship. So it's for any Black student journalists and things of that sort who wanted to enter sports journalism and things of that nature. And then if you win the internship, if you win the fellowship, then you have a chance to intern at ESPN for an entire summer. And I think it was even in LA too. So at that point, I never been to LA. I always wanted to go to LA. Like when I was 15, it was like I was trying to determine where I kind of wanted to go for college. And I was like, bro, I always had this thing of like PCA and Zoe 101 and stuff like that as a fantasy and everything. I was like, bro, like instead of just going to LA to like meet Tinashe and stuff like that, I was really into Tinashe back then. This was before she was even a solo artist. She was with the Stunners, which was a girl group and stuff like that at the time. To meet Tinashe and all these people that I be watching on YouTube and stuff and then like in LA, instead of just like going out there or visiting out there, I could live out there via going to USC. I could go to school in LA and that would just be like palm trees. It'll be the coolest thing in the world, bro. Like this is just how I saw it as a 14-year-old that's never been out to LA. Like it was like a magical place of like you made it to me. And so I say all that to say this internship was in LA and it was ESPN. Like the only thing I ever wanted to be from the time I was 10 years old to like, to when I was like in college and stuff like that or in after college was an ESPN analyst. That's all I wanted to be my whole life, bro. And so I was like, man, this thing is perfect. So I applied for it the first year, didn't get it. So the second year, every single night before I went to sleep, after I wrote my story for my internship at Rolling Out, all right, the Stuart Scott internship is mine, comma, in Jesus' name. And I put the little apostrophe after Jesus because of possession of Jesus. And I thought I was going, right into existence, but it just wasn't in my plans, to have that internship. Regardless, I go to sleep sometimes 3:30, 4 a.m., sometimes 4:30, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. if I had an essay, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., all-nighters if I had an essay and I didn't do it the night before. And then go to class and then go into the office in between classes, talk about what I'm going to do as my story for the week, and then get my stories for the week for the TV station, the TV show, Primetime Sports, and a story for the week for the newspaper, and make sure all the newspaper things are right. The sports section looks right. The copy editing is clean. My copy editing was lacking because I just looked for a bunch of like big stuff, and I just kind of scanned through the rest because I'll be multitasking. And aka DJing in the office on on print day, in the office on deadline day. And yeah, man, on Saturdays, there we go. I lost track. Saturdays, I go to sleep late, right? I go cover a Hawks game, do a video for the Hawks game, write a story about the Hawks game, and put the video at the bottom. So I have a full stand-up and everything like that, and then a full written article. And then I get, by the time I finish that, I'll be about 2, if I was lucky, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, you finish early. Wake up at 7 the next morning, 5 hours later. But usually I get about 3 hours of sleep. And then we'll drive down the road on Northside Drive to the studio and record A-League. And record A-League every Monday morning. And then come back and then cover Georgia State football, write that story. And then if I was working TV that day, do a TV stand-up and then record that package, edit that package, and then write the story for the paper, come back, and then do homework in the office. I often do it with David Shealy and stuff like that. And then we reward ourselves on the weekends to go out to on Ponce de Leon. We go to Cookout or we go to Zaxby's. Zaxby's would be $10, and then Cookout would be about $5, $6, everything. We do that every Saturday, and that'll be like our little treat and stuff like that. Then we come back, we eat a lot of times in the office, and we be working either on homework, studying, or like packages, new stuff, editing video, editing our reels together so we could, present the best reels to get jobs. Or we watch reels. Like we watched the game of Steph Curry hitting that 3, the game winner in OKC. We watched that in the office and stuff like that. Like we lived in the office, you know what I'm saying? Eat, breathe, sleep, all that in the office. And I was getting 3 hours of sleep a night. And I thought I was doing some. I was also rapping at the time. I didn't even mention that. I was also rapping at the time. So pushing rapping, writing raps, doing shows, open mics, promoting my stuff, giving out CDs to the college radio DJs, giving out CDs to big wigs in the city of Atlanta, texting people, big wigs in the city of Atlanta, asking them for advice of like, how did you handle fame? How did you I'm really preparing for like whatever, bro. It's working really hard. Long story less long. Flau'jae work harder than that. Flau'jae go to sleep. They say she go to sleep about like 10 p.m., 9 p.m., 8 p.m. and stuff like that. Wake up 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. She do 2-a-days. She do 2-a-days every single day of her life. It don't matter what she doing. She out of town for a speaking engagement. She's working out twice a day. 2-a-days, bro. 2-a-days, working with the trainers, working on handles, playing one-on-one with the boys, playing pickup with the boys to get her toughness up, to get her, to get her strength up, to finish through contact, everything like that. Everything you see, the way that Flau'jae hoops, the way that Flau'jae raps, how she can put together some of the best verses in rap right now and 100% clean. She not even cussing. I think Flau'jae, by the way, I think you should continue that after school. I know a lot of people, once they get past a certain area, they say, okay, I've been rapping clean this long. Namely Dame Dollar, right? Damian Lillard didn't cuss in his music for like 4 or 6 albums. Then he said, all right, I can let loose a little bit. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. People ain't really cared about Dame's music since like Moneyball. We throwing money at the rim. Shout out Moneyball. Moneyball is a hard song now. Dame got some bangers. But like, I think people start like kind of check in for him that much because it's like we got used to it. I think what you can do to continue to stand out is continue to not cuss in your music, bro. Because I feel like the second you switch, it's going to be a lot of initial fans that's like, whoa, what's this? And then a lot of fans on the other side that's like, see, here's the question. Are you going to be able to convince people on the other side that previously weren't fans to become fans of you if they knew that you were, kind of had this good girl, hardworking image that didn't cuss in their music and then cussing their music after school and they like, man, you're not even da-da-da-da-da. I feel like that's another hill. But we cross that bridge when you get there. But I personally think you should keep the music clean. I think it's you give your child, you maximize, kind of your brandability, everything like that, and you continue going. Because you're already killing the game. Like you was on every commercial during the NCAA tournament. So, and then the pod's doing well, everything like that. Shouts out to Flau'jae, bro. Like, just an inspiration. How you record a pod every week, write and record a song every single night, write a verse every single night, wake up in the morning, do a workout or two, and practice, and schoolwork, and talk to you, man. And you still have a good relationship with your family, everything like that. So you got to FaceTime, your siblings, everything like that, and talk to them and talk to your mom and everything. Like, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. And she's been handling that her entire college career. She's been handling that really her whole career, but particularly college on a major scale where everybody was looking at stuff like that. And she handles heavy. It's the head that handles the crown. I feel like she handles it well. She balances it all well. I'm extremely proud of her. She's the best person that I've ever interviewed before they blew up like on a main crazy level and stuff like that, where everybody knows them and not just the people who watch America's Got Talent or the rap game. She's like the best. She's the best person I've had for sure. Like before they blew up and stuff like that. That I followed their career, and I was kind of like, yo, this person is gonna be something. Because off camera, it's probably Zendaya. Like I was big on Zendaya before Zendaya was Zendaya. And then Donald Glover, I was pretty big on Donald Glover, but in terms of like interviewing them and following them throughout their careers, Flau'jae 100% is the biggest. And I'm proud of her. I'm appreciative of everything she's done for the channel and just being a dope person, bro. Beyond everything else, athlete, rapper. Are you gonna do what you asking me? I'm still doing, but beyond all of that, bro, she is a nice person. And that's the best part about Big Fo. The biggest Fo, happy birthday, man. She said she got a new project coming out, some new songs coming out in November, and her only birthday wish is for everybody to make sure they download it, pre-save it, shouts out, spread the word that she's got a new project coming out. So spread the word. We back out on top, man. What is they talking about? Huh? Big foe stepped up to the to the governor of Louisiana, you know what I mean? Doing what she did. Real boss lady, huh? Here it is. She said it's dropping on November 14th, man. So November 14th, y'all make sure. And then also, hold on. I gotta say the obvious thing too. Thank you, Flajay. And you said this yourself multiple times, but I'll say this out loud too. The most important thing I said in this past 30 minutes and 40 minutes of me rambling about myself in college and everything like that, and my initial first stories and interviews with Flajay. Most important thing I'll say is this. Thank you, Flajay, for being a positive image for young, dark-skinned girls. Young, dark-skinned girls to see a confident, talented, intelligent, classy, all of the above, accomplished, young, dark-skinned woman. Thank you, Flajay, for never dimming your light, for continuing to be your confident self, to wear chains and continue to rap and freestyle and throw out the big foals and rap boosies. Shout out to Boosie as well, your uncle. Rap Boosie. You wanna talk? You run your mouth. Rap set it off in the locker room and wear the Kim Mulkey wig and do girl throw the ram in a circle, even and then dropping it in the freestyle saying whoop de doo. Like that was hard, by the way. Like, thank you for being you, bro. All right, now is that enough, Flajay Glaze? That enough, Flajay Glaze? Shouts out to oops. I'm a mind my business. That's none of my business. That's none of my business. All right, next thing, man. What we talking about? What we talking about next thing? We're calling the cops, pal. We're calling the cops, bud. All right. This is a young man. Hold on. Let me get back to this one. Man, this thing. Hold on, little twin. Oh, hold on. Let me get right. See, now because of the other thing, now it's all acting like this. Hold on, let me see. Let me edit this. Get this right. Ain't no second person here right now, twin. It's just me. Let me see if I can. All right. We're calling the cops, pal. How about that? I have no clue. I'm just doing it like this. Bro, that's still not it. All right, hold on, man. The whole video playing now. Pause the video. How about that? Let's get this thing right. I still feel like this isn't right, but we'll just have it like this right now. Okay. Colin Rugg, new body cam footage release shows an Oklahoma team. What's going on with Oklahoma this week, boy? Oklahoma just in the news, man. Shout out to Tulsa. Shout out all my people in Tulsa. Shout out Jamila. Shout out Frank. Shout out Mike Creef. Shout out Taylor West. Shout out Kelsey Davis. Body cam footage released showing an Oklahoma teen crying while being arrested for raping multiple high schoolers. Jessie McButler so badly ate one of the girls said she needed surgery on her neck. What in the world? How old is he? Oh, he a teenager, but that's still crazy. According to the teen, Butler repeatedly raped and strangled her as if she refused him. What in the world? Is she on the type of mess you on? Type of devilment you on, boy? You a danger to society. You need to be tranquilized. Do not store where the steed. Okay. You need to be tranquilized. Despite the horrific details and conviction, Butler, who was facing nearly 80 years behind bars, avoided jail time thanks to his quote-unquote youthful offender status. His father is a former football director at Oklahoma State University, according to Oklahoma Watch. Boy, you is a danger to society. You needs to be put down expeditiously.
Wallet and phone and stuff. So, okay. Your what?
They're in the car.
Well, okay, it's fine. It's not locked or anything, is it? Okay. So, Can you tell him what you just told me, or?
Yeah, so we're here. We're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman, and you shouldn't be there very long, but there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. So turn around for me.
You have to put him in handcuffs?
This man allegedly raped multiple women, or girls, excuse me, girls, strangled them, allegedly ate somebody so bad that she had to get neck surgery. Huh. And you're upset that your son has to wear handcuffs from the front door of your house in a 45-second walk to the police car. Am I understanding that right? Why are you babying the child? For allegedly raping multiple women, allegedly strangling one of them so bad that they had to get surgery, fearing for their lives. He's walking around like a little. I want to say something, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep my job. You know, I'm going to keep a steady mainstream of income. But running around like a monster, right? Like a little monster, just running around. They see him. He represents terror and fear. He invokes fear in their eyes. And you upset that he got to get arrested before getting bailed out 30 minutes? Man, get the heck out of here, bro. And save the crocodile tears, buddy. You lucky they ain't just, you right there, bro.
You know where the limit is. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll get you out.
I'll get you out. You need to worry about keeping him in if he did anything he was accused of. You need to learn your lesson.
Stay silent. Rick knows about this. Candy's on this. Dad's on his way. We're coming to get you, okay? Stay strong, okay? Say your prayers.
Okay, so we will.
Boy, you get convicted and you do some time, I'm going to let you know right now, they ain't going to spare you no mercy. They said, oh, you did what? It's over with, buddy. Enjoy your freedom.
Gonna go right to the city of Stillwater jail, and if you'll just contact her, then she does this all this.
And on top of that, this video done went viral because you wanted to cry. So now not only does the whole town know about it, the whole United States knows about it. At the time I'm recording this actually has nearly 16 million views. You're cooked.
She knows what to do.
Yep.
Make sure
Okay.
she knows Stillwater Police Department, not county.
Stillwater Police Department.
Yeah.
On Lewis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them know that we're the ones that picked him up.
And
They
when
don't-
you say we are the ones-
Stillwater PD.
Stillwater PD.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way they don't think he went like straight over and over to the county.
Awful experience for the child.
Pat you down, spread your feet for me. Nothing on your side.
That's Jess. Look at that.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here, buddy. Get him out of here. We're calling the cops, buddy. He was crying. Where he was crying? I ain't see no tears. Where was the tears at? Where was he crying? Where he crying at?
On Lewis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them know
Perfect.
that we're the ones that picked him up.
And
They
when
don't-
you say we are the ones-
Stillwater PD.
Stillwater PD.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way they don't think he went like straight over and over to the county.
Awful experience for the child.
Terrible experience for a child. What about the victims? Come on, man. Where he crying
Pat
at?
you down, spread your feet for me. Nothing on your side.
That's Jess. Look at that.
Oh, where he said, oh. A bit of a clickbaity little caption. I'll get you out. She's the problem. You can tell he's been veiled out of everything his entire life. Well, when he gets sentenced, it's over. These are the two monsters who let him walk free, arrest and fire them immediately. Special Judge Susan Worthington and Judge Jesse Sung. They should be thrown in prison too. Life in prison, what he deserved, but he got the exact opposite. Also, it's over with. If convicted, wow, not tolerated. Being convicted of dodge prison altogether. A sweetheart plea deal sparking out. Oh no. Get this dude out of here. Jesse Mack Butler avoided jail time. He's 18 over the spat of sick attacks on two 16-year-old girls in Stillwater in early 2024. One that included left one victim close to unalived after being unconscious. Oh, get him out of here. He served 0 time. Oh no. Get him out of here, bro. You lucky you lucky you living. Forget that you missed prison. You lucky you living. You should be put down, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's totally unacceptable. A lot of people are upset after learning that the teenager pleaded no contest to several counts of rape and strangulation, only to be get off scot-free. Butler was charged as a youthful offender, and the two victims reported that he essayed them repeatedly and threatened to hurt them if they ever told anybody what happened. He avoided jail time last week over the sick attacks of 16-year-olds in Stillwater in early 2024. That included one girl who was left close to being unalive after being choked unconscious, News 9 reported. Butler recently re-entered the no contest plea on 11 felony charges, including attempted first-degree rape, strangulation, and violating a protective order. However, authorities said the crimes happened before he turned 18, so the court will go on to adjust his legal status under Oklahoma's youthful offender laws. The first victim revealed that Butler repeatedly raped her and choked her while she tried to refuse during their 3-month relationship. She had to undergo surgery to repair damage to her neck after being choked. The other victim reported that she was also choked. Police search will uncover a video on Jesse Mack Butler's phone of him choking the girl. Court filings show that Butler was originally charged as an adult in March. It soon was changed to him being prosecuted as a youthful offender to rape, as B, and domestic DA, and B by strangulation. The Oklahoma teen was facing nearly 80 years behind bars. He dodged prison altogether under a plea deal. Jesse Mack Butler, the son of a prominent local sports coach, switched his plea to no contest after a judge approved the deal. Oh, terrible. Oh, yeah, you got to go. Instead of being in prison, he will now be sentenced to just 1 year of rehabilitation and community service. You read that correctly. Quote, unquote, it's appalling. The mother of one of the victims told Daily Mail, quote, unquote, I received similar punishments for breaking curfew when I was a teenager. Get him out of here. This is what you call white privilege. If I get in trouble for saying that, I get in trouble for saying that. My name is Willie Green. I'm the head coach of the. I'm joking. But yeah, this is white privilege, bro. It's white privilege. It's terrible, dog. Terrible. A black kid can never. A Mexican kid can never, man. Get this kid out of here, bro. You lucky that you even living. You talking about, oh, you gonna get me? Cause I choked the girl and made her scared that she wasn't gonna see another day. Why get you out of here, man? You ain't no better than NBA YoungBoy and all the boys that y'all be complaining about. And oh, these kids dangerous. These kids dangerous. That's who's dangerous. W. Sauce Walka. He came out with a lean alternative, something that tastes like lean, but it ain't actually lean because you get it from the grain.
Dump that out that hole. Oh my God. Say like a 3 and 9-3.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ski taste. Welcome to the future. Hey, ski taste. This is not promo. This ain't none of that. Man, hey, this shit good. Fuck for this. I'm good to the bitch. And we got the new flavor that just dropped, hitting the streets. Trish and Candle for all our Trish lovers. Oh my God. If you love Trish, drink this, and you don't gotta get high and still handle your business. Quago is the flago. You know what I'm talking about? You want that good flavor, then you need to get on that Quago. This why niggas be on that oil tripping.
That's what Cuffum said. He said, Trish, Quake. Dang, my banner came down again. Moving too much. Subscribe right now for some tape so I could tape this up. When we get to 10K subs, I'm going to tape that up. You know what I mean? Balling on a budget. But Trish, Quake, all the stuff that Cuffin was saying, that's all lean.
Oil tripping. Yeah, that's why they be on that oil tripping, man. It makes sense. The flavor is intoxicating. Like this whole look good. But now you can enjoy the taste. Imagine you can enjoy the taste of Hennessy, but you don't got to wake up with a hangover and have a drunk accident. That's what we did for you, man. You could drink this on the way to the gym, on the way to the job, on the way to the church. You could share it with your family and friends. I can leave church. Bump that out there.
I can leave church. W. Sauce Walka. Amazing idea. Sauce Walka can also wrap his behind off. Shout out Sauce Walka. This is equivalent to the non-alcoholic beer he really ate with this, for sure. This is nice seat from the rap community. Not for real. This really warmed my heart. Very small percentage of people drink and lean in comparison. Regardless of the percentage, this can help people. Lean favorites soda. Wow. To help educate, get people addicted to lean off of it. He's a genius. Hey, rest in peace to Fredo Santana, man. So, grape soda? All right, bro. Y'all want to hate. Sorry, that's nice and all, but I don't think people drink lean for the taste. It's more so the feeling. That's a fact, but some people are used to the feel. You know what I'm saying? Give this to Lucky immediately. This is dumb. People ain't gonna do nothing but put lean in the lean soda. Somebody get this to Wayne. All right, bro. Bro, y'all silly, bro. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one. Prayers up to Royce the 5'9". Rest in peace to Proof. Shout out to Nassan. What are we talking about? If I had to get it from my mom, what you talking about? D12 in the building. Shouts out to Eminem, huh? Shout out to Slaughterhouse as well. Shouts out to Mr. Joseph Budden, huh? Joel and T's. What we talking about? Joel and T. All right, anyways. Royce the 5'9" revealed in a Rolling Stone interview that he's been battling with some health issues. In an article with Rolling Stone, Royce revealed that the past several years he's been dealing with lingual dystonia, a neurological condition where he says, quote unquote, there's some type of interruption of the nerve firing off in my tongue, causing spasms that have hindered him from talking and recording music. My cranial nerves, thank you, Jesus, for the ability to speak. Thank you, Jesus, for language, for lingual abilities, oh Father God. Thank you, Jesus, for 10 limbs on my hands, 10 limbs on my feet, 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 legs. Thank you, Jesus, for eyesight, for the ability to taste, smell, and hear. We say all these wonderful things. We thank you, God, for great health. Just be grateful. I could get up and I could walk to the bathroom when I need to use the restroom. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, depend on somebody else. I could shower and bathe myself. I don't have to depend on somebody else. Thank you, Jesus. All right. My cranial nerves and the vagus nerve were all inflamed. I got a genetic condition called COMT gene that processes dopamine slower than normal, he explains. And when I did the neurochemistry test, I found out that the left hemisphere of my brain produces less dopamine than the right. So not only is it less dopamine, it's an imbalance as well. When your dopamine is low, that's like Parkinson's, ADHD. I had involuntary movements in my face and in my tongue. So they went on this long thing where they could put me on all these kind of different medicines. He says he went through several improper misdiagnoses, but he's quote unquote almost through it as he started recording again. I wish I was recording when we were doing this album, he says. The album he's talking about is an executive producer on Big L's new posthumous album, Harlem's Finest, The Return of the King. Prayers up to Royce, and we hope he feels better and gets back to doing what he loves. Yeah, definitely prayers up to oh, snap. What the heck? It's from Andre G. Andre D done did it again, man. Andre D, he a boss, man. He a beast, man. Shout out Andre G, bro. You might D, I be putting it on. Put it on, Big L, put it on. You got to put it on and on and on and on. Big L, you got to put it on. Kid Capri, y'all be putting it on. Man, what? Shouts out to Kid Capri. Just uploading that interview again today and watching it, I'm just like, bro, like, that's such a dope moment. I got to sing Put It On in front of Big L, excuse me, God rest his soul. In front of Kid Capri. That was so dope, dog. And then I re-uploaded the Rakim joint today, too. Just to show, man, come on, man. Former Hawks executive Lester Jones has been charged with stealing $3.8 million from the team, allegedly using fake expenses to fund trips to the Bahamas, Hawaii, Thailand, Switzerland, plus luxury gifts for a coworker. Joker was on some Atlanta stuff for real, bruh. He stole $4 million Fund a luxurious lifestyle. Brother, you cook. Hold on, let me see. Lester Jones Hawks. Let me see how he looks, man. Let me see this dude. Where are you at, Lester Jones? Oh, this Lester Jones? Dang, I know this dude. Dang, I remember Buddy, bro. Dang, hold on. Bro, I remember Buddy, bro. Dang, I was here. That was him? Dang, whole time he's stealing. He talking about financial aid. Yeah, we financial literacy, plat excellence. Whole time you stealing, bruh. Thought you had them racks, but you got evicted. You broke. What is going on? Oh, excuse me. That's crazy, bro. I really did that and got Trey Young facing it. Apologize to Trey Young right now, boy. Stealing money from Trey Young and the Atlanta Hawks. You know, the Hawks, man, you know what I'm saying? They not the dang Los Angeles Lakers. They need all that money, bro. Shout out Tony Wrestler. Huh? All right, we're gonna reshare. Next thing, I'm starting to get pooped. I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to be pooped. Should I do the Tota? Tota. Snoop Dogg said we're gonna get you another chain, Tota. Tota. Don't walk around New York City with no security, you know, trying to interact with the fans and stuff like that. They gonna snatch the chain just to do it, man. All right, here we go. Tota.
That's it. Sleep. Tota-Snoop. That's it, sleep. Yo, what the hell? You just got knocked the fuck out. Look at. I guess you. It's very crazy, bro. What the hell? Oh my gosh. I'm very good, bro.
Say we still good.
It's very good, bro. I speak, bro, because it's New York.
Good.
It's very good. I stay good, bro. It's so good, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Hey, Tota. That's all nice and dandy, bro. Bunna was out there? Bunna be out there with Tota? Tota. Where Bunna be at? Where Bunna be with them? Bunna B. Why are they talking about Bunna B? My name is no Booch. That's funny. Let me see what this is. Bunna B did something? Uh-oh. Bunna B smiling, even falling off the dirt bike. What in the world going on?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Touch it below. I bet. All right, close your eyes.
Oh, he trying to get back for her saying his breath stank.
Open up. What the hell? I'm just making sure. All right, open up.
I ain't gonna lie, Rakai and Bunna B is like a great streaming duo, bro. Shout out, baby Key.
Yeah, because I ain't lying, and I forgot to tell you. Your breath be kicking us on. Listen, I didn't want to tell you the first day you talked to me. Your breath do be kicking a little bit, so so I got your little list. You feel me? Nice little.
Well, thanks for being a good friend.
Pink. You feel me? So, okay.
You should have carried it for y'all down too.
All right, close your eyes.
Get that little Rakai out. Wanna see you turn up. Yeah, you done this year.
Got this. Come on. Go.
said you gonna make me fall. He said you got this tomorrow. Oh, shit. Shout out Bunna B, bro.
Why you laughing at that?
I don't laugh like that.
Yes, you do. Don't talk about her laugh, okay? We're all different, bro. You feel me?
Yo,
you can't see. Did you talk about your vision? No. You feel me? We
never said.
Yeah, so
Sad.
You can't see? Huh?
See, like, wait, you said I can see?
Yeah.
Cause I'm Asian?
Cause you what?
Cause I'm Asian?
You Asian?
Asian.
Wait. All right, so all right.
I ain't know you Asian.
No. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. Was she thought he was black?
what?
Yo.
You ain't know he was Asian. From the stop line. You trying to bring him now.
I didn't know he was Asian.
You knew he was Asian.
I did not know he was Asian. How am I supposed to know he Asian?
What? No.
Bruh. She really serious too, bruh. Ain't no, bruh. Look at her face. This is the first time I seen her have a serious face.
Asian. Like I'm this.
So am I Asian? Look at my eyes.
No, you not. You black?
No.
Wait, hold on.
I'm Mexican American.
Wait, hold on. Are we
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He was really mad at Max. I love Bunna B. She just laughs all day like girls saying. Facts.
Yeah, it's my. Nah, this his room time.
No.
Yeah, this his
So
room.
basically what I did, I bought a crib for everybody.
This is
Awesome real shit. Yeah.
Cause we make all the money.
So this is my bed.
Hey.
My bed right here.
Yeah,
Whoa.
If y'all
Bruh.
Babe, don't do that, bro. Why you laugh?
He said, why you laughing? He said, "I'm laughing with her." Shout out Bunna B, bro. She hilarious, dog. Bunna B gotta be my new. She makes girly music for outside. Oh, here it is.
They sent me the money for it and everything.
You did?
Yeah.
So where my cut? Hold on.
No, they sent me the bread yesterday after it hit like a couple million
On what?
on YouTube.
How much? No. Yeah, hold on, wait, bro. Butter just told me that you sent her 200K.
Yeah, so we had to handle some business, bro. I had to make sure Bunna got paid and shit. That's all, gang. It ain't nothing, though. This shit ain't nothing, bro.
So
Nah, I had to make sure she paid. Wait, you good, gang? You need some bread, too? You ain't got to cut in like 7 weeks. How much you want?
like 250.
Get off my fucking phone.
They sent me the money for it and everything.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Tota,
Where
yeah.
is he?
He's I don't know. I don't know right now, but I think he's in New York.
I did not see him.
Yeah. We usually see him, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bruh, she is so lost.
It's Tota.
Tota.
Bruh, she is so lost, bro.
You know Tota.
Tota.
You the best, bro.
You the best, bro.
Yes.
She do not be watching streams, bro.
You don't know Tota?
No.
There's no way.
They say y'all both
you
slow.
told me
That's crazy.
no sleep, like he's from Brazil. You know Tota? What? That's crazy, bro. Yeah. You know.
If she don't laugh at you like Bunna B, she ain't the one for you, gang. Facts. Oh, he playing with baby Kia. I know they going in on him on the comments. They ain't trying to just drink some water. Just green and going, shaking my head. She sound okay. That's messed up. Her and Pluto, to be honest. Ain't no one say nothing about baby Kia. I don't now want to mess around with no baby Kia. Let me see. What else? Ate this up. Seeing Bunny B makes me feel like I gotta smile back. Yeah, that's crazy. I love when Rakai streams with Bunny B. Facts. Same. All right. Let me go to the. I wasn't even supposed to be doing that, bro. I just saw the Bunny B thing. They said Bunny B. Okay. So here it is. This what Snoop Dogg said. Snoop Dogg said we're gonna get you another one. Excuse me. I'll get you another one, family. And he put the blue heart, the dog pound. Oh wow. It's like the pause and then the pound. I got it. Dog pound. Did not know that. And then mad emoji. Now I'm gonna leave it in a storage safer place with my vision. Only use it in special moments. Facts, Tota. That's all you gotta do. Did Dead spend it said he ended stream to spend for Tota. Did he leave? Des and Punga try giving their best impersonation of Tota. Let me see.
Check Tota story. What? In the Biddy? Do the men know about this? This shit they say my daughter true? And I'm on Twitch live. They said daughter got robbed. Hold on, check. Yo! That shit my daughter true? That shit my daughter true? What happened to New York daughter? Yeah. Oh, nah. They playing with me. Stop playing in the chat, man. That ass, bro. That ass, bro. Oh, this nigga, nah, in the city is crazy. That's crazy, though, bro. Why he can't? He good there. I better stop doing that to niggas and people and shit like that, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. About thought that I'm stepping. No cap. That's my man. Mad sweet, bro. Mad kind, bro. He probably gave out a chain. That nigga want to take it off him.
He said he would have gave out a chain. Facts. Tota. You're no baby. All right. Okay.
Check out that story.
All right. Next. What's next? Oh, that wasn't even on the thing. That whole thing was like just me doing it. All right. 2K baby.
I'm gonna go ahead and address this shit. I know a lot of y'all probably seen the video going around.
He got music under the whole thing. Is he gonna say something?
Doing whatever the fuck it is they gotta do to make ends meet or take.
He's speaking under the whole thing. I can't react to it. He got music under the whole thing. You know, them 5 seconds of Ray saying goodbye, whatever, under See You Again from Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, YouTube, they blocked that in countries. 10 seconds of See You Again.
I'm not.
Asmund Gold now. He calling cap on Deshae.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not saying that he's lying, but here's what I am saying. Why is it that this 0 is not the same as that 0? That's crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Like, what?
He a professional hater.
What is this? Now, maybe it's a different amount. Let me, you know what? I'll pull up mine right now. How about that? Let's pull up mine. We can see, and we're going to look and find out whether it's the same zero or not. So what page is this? This could be, it could be on his phone, so I might not have it, but this is on the desktop. I'm assuming the font's going to be the same. Let's look at this zero. Okay, there's this zero. Which zero is it? It's the other one. Yeah. It's the other one. You changed the font, buddy. You changed the font. And does anybody even know this? They just eating it up.
This some elite hating. I ain't gonna hold you. This is false. He altered the photo. Oh wow. Well, they calling his. They with this. Let me see. Let me see. All right. There you go. There you go. And then fake face? Question mark. Let's see. This is the
These
last.
reggaeton numbers do not add up. How does this make any sense? Last year, they had a total of 132 live viewers and 352 Twitch subs as a collective. And fast forward to this year, everybody has 100,000 subscribers at the exact same time, and they don't even have PBM. So let me get this straight. They went 7 for 7 this year, with viewers barely going up, but subs suddenly doubling. FaZe found a secret glitch, and it's called the Rigathon. That's gifted subs from an alternative account or behind-the-scenes buys. These numbers look way too perfect. If you're a small streamer watching this, do not be fooled by the Rigathon. These Rigathon numbers do not add.
Shout out to FaZe. Shout out to Shay Frost. Know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to both of them for sure. All right, I'm about to get out of here. You know why, buddy? Because I'm tired, man. Shouts out to my sister for coming on, like my literal sister, not like that's a little sis. Happy birthday once again to Fly J Johnson. 22nd birthday. Y'all make sure y'all get her new joint that's coming out, and I think next week. And yeah, as always, my name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. Nobody else told you today. I care for you. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. Please follow along because just like the past 243 days, including this morning, this is second, this is 2 a day. I'm live each and every single day on the channel. Until next time, please take care of.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.